Have you ever seen a shopping mall that looks like it's preparing for the end of the world? I'm talking about a place so weirdly designed it became famous not for its shops, but for how spectacularly it failed. Today we're diving into the bizarre story of the Pentagon Mall, a fortress-like shopping center that was built to last but died like a joke. Picture this. It's the 1970s, the golden age of the American shopping mall. Developers are building these massive consumer palaces everywhere. But in one town, a group of developers had a vision that was different. They weren't just building a mall, they were building a fortress. Officially named the Chatham Shopping Center, it quickly earned the nickname the Pentagon from locals, and you're about to see why. From the outside, it was a beast, an imposing five-sided structure made of stark, brutalist concrete. It had very few windows, making it look more like a secret government bunker or a high-security prison than a place to buy a new pair of jeans. The architects claimed this design was intentional, meant to create an inward-looking experience, a self-contained world of commerce, safe from the outside. The idea was that once you were inside, you'd be so immersed in the shopping environment that you wouldn't want to leave. It sounded good on paper, but the reality was, well, a little creepy. Stepping inside didn't make things much better. The interior was a confusing labyrinth of narrow, dimly lit corridors. The five-sided layout, which was supposed to be innovative, just made it incredibly easy to get lost. Imagine trying to find the food court and ending up in the same dead-end corridor for the third time. Shoppers complained that the atmosphere felt oppressive and claustrophobic, not welcoming and fun. It was the exact opposite of what a mall should be. You go to a mall to browse, to wander, to feel a sense of open possibility. The Pentagon felt like it was actively trying to trap you. So, why on earth was it designed this way? The developers were obsessed with security and durability. They wanted to create a building that was vandal-proof and could withstand anything. In an era of social change and uncertainty, maybe they thought a fortress of commerce was what people wanted. They were so focused on making it impenetrable from the outside that they forgot to make it inviting on the inside. They essentially built a doomsday prepper's dream mall. The only problem was, their target audience wasn't doomsday preppers. It was regular families looking to spend a Saturday afternoon. Unsurprisingly, the mall struggled from day one. National retail chains, the big anchor stores that every mall needs to survive, took one look at the strange windowless design and said, "No thanks." Without those major draws, the mall had to fill its spaces with smaller, local shops. But even they had a hard time attracting customers. People just didn't want to shop in a place that felt like a concrete tomb. Foot traffic was abysmal. People would literally drive to malls in neighboring towns, even if they were further away, just to avoid the confusing and depressing experience of the Pentagon. The mall's reputation became a local legend. It was the weird mall, the prison mall. Teenagers would dare each other to try and navigate it without getting lost. It became a punchline, a symbol of architectural failure. Instead of being a bustling hub of community life, it was a ghost town. Shops opened and closed in a revolving door of failure. The few businesses that clung on were desperate. The vast empty hallways echoed with the sounds of, well, nothing. It was an eerie, sad place. Over the years, there were several attempts to save it. They tried rebranding it, painting murals on the oppressive concrete walls, and even adding more lights to brighten up the gloomy corridors. One renovation attempt in the 90s tried to open up the space, but it was like putting a floral wallpaper in a dungeon. The fundamental problem remained. The building's core design was a disaster. It was a fortress designed to keep people out, and it succeeded a little too well. The final nail in the coffin came with the rise of online shopping and the decline of the traditional mall. A place that was already struggling could impossibly compete with the convenience of Amazon and the appeal of newer, brighter, open-air lifestyle centers. The Pentagon was a relic of a bygone era, an architectural experiment gone horribly wrong. By the early 2000s, it was practically abandoned. What was once envisioned as a futuristic temple of consumerism was now just a massive, decaying concrete block. It stood as a monument to bad ideas. A cautionary tale for architects and developers everywhere. Don't forget the human element. People want light, they want space, and they definitely do want to feel like they're retrapped in a bunker when they retrapped in a bunker. Eventually, the inevitable happened. The city decided the eyesore had to go. In a moment of beautiful irony, the fortress that was built to be indestructible was brought down by demolition crews. The process of tearing it down was actually a huge local event. People gathered to watch, cheering as the wrecking ball smashed into the concrete walls that had loomed over their town for decades. It was a cathartic moment, the final, comical end to the story of the Pentagon Mall. Today, something new and much more conventional stands in its place. But the legend of the Pentagon Mall lives on. It's a story we tell to remember that sometimes, the most ambitious plans can lead to the most spectacular failures. It's a reminder that a building is more than just concrete and steel. It's about the experience it creates for the people who use it. The Pentagon Mall failed because it forgot that one simple rule. It was designed like a fortress, and in the end, it died like a joke. What's the weirdest building you've ever seen? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this trip down a very strange memory lane, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of fascinating failures and architectural oddities. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.